Alright you lot, so finally the CX-9 submachine gun has been finally added into Modern Warfare and Warzone. If you guys actually remember, I done a video on this weapon 5 months ago. They like added it in for a little bit, kind of teased us, and then we were all expecting it. Then it was just nowhere to be seen. Not only now have they just decided to add it in, which I think is a little bit odd, but that also means that the Rook LMG will also be appearing soon, probably in Season 5 when it comes out. Going over the weapon itself, to unlock it you're going to need to get 2 long shot kills while using a submachine gun in 5 different matches, and I think this is a super easy challenge. I am going to suggest going into Payload, the game mode that's currently out. You're going to have tons of opportunity to, hit people into that long range. Maybe use the Milano and, just extend the range on it. Slap a scope on that and you're going to get the challenge done in no time. Bear in mind, this is a Modern Warfare weapon, so I did jump into Modern Warfare's multiplayer. And I went into Shipments playlist and just maxed out the weapon super quickly and got gold with it very fast. Going over the weapon's barrels really quickly, there are a few, but the last being the damage range and recoil control. So you can basically turn this gun into a ACR, and it's got an insane fire rate and it does destroy people. And make sure you lot smash like on the video, helps it out a lot. Now the first setup is going to be my ACR build. If you guys aren't really familiar with it and you're not old school, the ACR was a weapon in Modern Warfare 2. It was basically an assault rifle that was extremely accurate, and quite a lot of people used it back in the day. Even though the CX-9 is a submachine gun, you've done it before, I've done it before. You can turn a lot of these weapons, especially the Modern Warfare ones, into weird, wacky weapons. I mean, I've done stuff with the Fin LMG before and turned it into like an SMG. For the CX-9 build, you want to put on the monolithic suppressor. Then for the barrel, we are going to use the very first one you get, the CX-38E. Just gives it damage range and the bullet velocity of recoil control in Warzone. You lot know with assault rifles that is the most important thing. There is of course the last barrel that you actually get with it, which is the CX-38S, which actually has a monolithic suppressor built into it. So you technically get like a free equipment slot, but you're not going to get as much range. So I do like putting the 38E barrel on and then a monolithic. It just increases the range just a little bit, and because I want to turn this into an assault rifle basically. I then put on the VLK 3x optic. You lot know with the Modern Warfare weapons it is one of the best scopes to put on. And then for the reticle on that, I normally change it to the T-pose. It's normally the best one anyway. For the underbarrel, I stick on the Ranger foregrip. This gun does have quite a bit of recoil to it, and you do need to control it. You might get away with using a commando foregrip on it. I know a lot of people do favour it, so you can if you want, but I just feel like the Ranger foregrip really does stabilise it. And lastly, and the most important attachment, is the 50-round drum magazine. You guys should know that this weapon starts with 20 rounds on it. Then you've got either the 30-round mag, the hollow point rounds, or the 50-round mag drum. Doesn't matter what loadout you actually make with this, you're going to need the 50 rounds on it every single time. This is the assault rifle ACR sort of CX-9 build that I've made so far. It does beam into mid-range because you're controlling its fire rate into that mid-range. The only problem I'd say is the ADS speed. You really wanted to squeeze out another attachment to increase your ADS, you could put on the 38S, so you've got that extra slot. You're going to lose a little bit of range on it, but then you could put on the TAC laser if you really want to get more mobility on it. Or if you're not a fan of using green lasers to bait yourself out, you could just put the CX-FA stock on. It's going to give you aim down sight speed and aim walking movement speed. Now the actual SMG loadout that I'm going for, which I do think is perfect for stuff like Rebirth Island, just close encounters in general, then you are going to want to put on the CX-58S barrel. It is just the best one. It gives it good range, and you've got the free monolithic suppressor built into it. Then I put the commando foregrip on top of this, the 55-round mag drum magazine, because obviously you're going to run out of bullets very quickly. And then I go with the CX-9 TAC grip, and lastly the CX-FA stock, which just gives you aim walking movement speed and ADS speed, basically making it a reliable and fast ADSing submachine gun. I did go with the iron sights with this because the iron sight kind of reminds me of the MP5 a little bit, like the Cold War one. It's just one of these weapons that, you just don't need one. But if you really do, if you're really someone who just, doesn't like using iron sights, you can always take the grip off and just put something on it, like a GI mini reflex. But that is the submachine gun build for it anyway. There are 2 variants for the weapons that I know right now that are pretty good in the game. All in all, with the weapon, how much do I rate it? I mean, I like it at the minute. It is a quirky little weapon to be using. I do think with SMGs and with Rebirth, this gun is going to be extremely good and viable right now. But using it as an ACR and a sort of long range weapon, you can experiment with it. You can change out attachments and see how you actually go with it. But I want you guys to actually comment and let me know what you think about this gun. Do you lot think it's got the ACR assault rifle potential, or would you rather just use this as an SMG and not mess around with it too much? I want you guys to leave a comment on what you think about the weapon. We can also look forward to the LMG, the Rook, that's going to be coming out pretty soon, I think on Season 5's release. it'll probably get added then, along with a few new other guns. But mostly that was just a kind of quick video on what I think about the weapon, my little bit of overview with some gameplays and 2 loadouts for it. Hope you guys liked the video and it gave you a little bit of an insight on how this weapon actually plays out in Warzone right now. Just know that I appreciate you lot, and I'll see you lot later.